Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to today's Nectar reading session. We are very happy to start again after 2 weeks of absence. Hare Krishna, Purnamasi Mataji. Sonia, very happy to see you also. Ramananda Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Welcome, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Divya Kishori, Shri Hari Govinda. Wonderful. We are an amazing team for this morning reading session. So we are going to continue the reading of Kavikarnapur, Ananda Vrindavana Campu. And the next chapter coming up is now the chapter of the killing of Putana, which is actually a very powerful one. But before we start, I would like to speak again a little bit about Kavikarnapur. Last time I was looking at the introduction of Ananda Vrindavana Campu, and there was mentioned that Kavikarnapur was older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu of around 10 years. But when I read now into another book of Kavikarnapur, Krishnanika Komudi, I found another explanation that seems to be more right, because it's actually confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita that, it's clear that Kavikarnapur was the son of Shivananda Sena. His name before was Paramananda Das, and it is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Shivananda Sena was introducing his child to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the Lord put his feet close to the child, and the child came and was sucking the toe of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and therefore got like an amazing mercy. So and this is actually a how you say option or a mention that we have heard much more than what we heard last time. So I think this one is really the one we can follow and think of. And we see a little bit later in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in chapter 66 of 16 of Antyalila, there is another small pastimes connected to Kavikarnapur, and I thought it might be good that we can read this. I put it together. I just need to share the screen again. Okay. So this is Antyalila 1666 to 73. And maybe we could ask, I don't know if Sri Hari Govinda, are you there? Are you with us?
Yes, Prabhu.
Would you like to read the verse?
Sure, Prabhu. So see, Antya, taking his son Shivanand Sena, went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at his residence. He made his son offer respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of the Lord. Again and again, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the boy to chant the name of Krishna, but the boy would not utter the holy name. Although Shivanand Sena tried with much endeavor to get his boy to speak Krishna's holy name, the boy would not utter it. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I have induced the whole world to take the holy name of Krishna. I have induced even the trees and immovable plants to chant the holy name, but I could not induce this boy to chant the holy name of Krishna. Hearing this, Sarup Damodar Goswami began to speak. My lord, he said, you have given him initiation into the name of Krishna, but after receiving the mantra, he will not express it in front of everyone. This boy chants the mantra within his mind, but does not say it aloud. That is his intention, as far as I can guess. Another day, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to the boy, recite, my dear Puri Das, the boy composed the following verse and expressed it before everyone. Lord Sri Krishna is just like the bluish lotus flower for the ears. He is ointment for the eyes, a necklace of Indra Neela gems for the chest, and universal ornaments for the Gopi damsels of Vrindavan. With that Lord Sri Hari Krishna be glorified.
Thank you so much. So I found a very nice entry into the reading today. Thinking like this of Kavikarnapur, who got actually the name later on because of this beautiful poetry ability, and most probably it is very much because of his sucking the toe of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and receiving like amazing mercy in that way. We will have one more verse which is also connected to Mangala Charana of the Ananda Vrindavana Campu. It's actually the same we read 2 weeks ago, but because it refers also to the killing of Putana, I thought we can keep it for today's reading. And maybe Divya Kishori, if you are with us, if you like to read. Maybe she's not right now here. Nupur, are you with us?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
May the two lotus feet of Krishna, the enemy of Putana, always protect us. His delicate toes resemble the petals of a pink lotus flower, and his slender ankles resemble the stalk of a lotus. His lotus feet hold the honey of his devotees' faith. The streams of light emanating from his toenails resembles the stamens, the pollens producing part of a lotus.
Wonderful. So I think with that we are ready to start. We will first go and offer our obeisances in our mind. And here on the picture we are in Gokul, the place where Krishna was doing his first pastimes, the beginning pastimes when he appeared in this world. So please everyone look very nice, very carefully at the picture. This is actually the place in Gokul where Mother Yasoda was tying Krishna to the mortar. And so please watch very, very carefully the picture. And feel like you are entering into the picture, that you are now moving with your mind away from your home and arriving now in Sri Vrindavan Dham in Gokul Mahavan. And now please close your eyes and you please offer your obeisances in the soft and beautiful dust of Sri Vrindavan Dham. As you are lying on the dust of Vrindavan, you can feel the very powerful and blissful effects of the touch of the dust to your forehead and to your entire body. Because no one else is around, you might like to roll in the dust and take full advantage of this moment. And now please offer prayers to your spiritual master, to the Holy Land of Sri Vrindavan Dham, so that today we will be allowed to enter into the spiritual dimension of Krishna's pastimes. Me? Hmm? Ah, right. Before the reading, we should go to the meditations. So, thank you, Vajanti. So, come back here. So, we will have 2 meditations today before we start with the reading. And a very beautiful picture. Sleeping on a bed that he had a white sheet like the foam of the ocean of milk. And so please watch very carefully the details of this picture. And here is the meditation. And yeah, Purnamasi Mataji, would you like to read it?
Yes, thank you. Baby Krishna lay on a bed as white as the rays of the full moon, or the foam produced from churning the ocean of milk. The baby looked like a great emerald sprouting from a field of powdered camphor. 3 times?
Yes, please read one more time, and the third time that you read, we will all close our eyes and try to see it in our mind's eyes.
Baby Krishna lay on a bed as white as the rays of the full moon, or the foam produced from churning the ocean of milk. The baby looked like a great emerald sprouting from a field of powdered camphor.
Please all close your eyes and try to see it in your mind's eyes as the third time is read.
Baby Krishna lay on a bed as white as the rays of the full moon, or the foam produced from churning the ocean of milk. The baby looked like a great emerald sprouting from a field of powdered camphor.
Beautiful, thank you. And here we will have another meditation, and that's connected to the end of the pastime when actually Putana had been killed, and Mother Yasoda was taking good care of purifying Krishna with a bath of cow urine, and the gopis were moving the tail of a cow close to Krishna to remove all inauspiciousness, and they were also chanting mantras. So please watch also very nicely the picture. And here is the text for the meditation. Vajanti, like to read?
Yashoda swelled with joy upon seeing her son's face. Thereafter, Yashoda and Rohini waved about the tail of a cow and bathed the beautiful child with cow's urine. To further protect the child, they chanted the holy names of the Lord. Yashoda swelled with joy upon seeing her son's face. Thereafter, Yashoda and Rohini waved about the tail of a cow and bathed the beautiful child with cow's urine. To further protect the child, they chanted the holy names of the Lord.
Please close your eyes and try to see it in your mind's eyes.
Yashoda swelled with joy upon seeing her son's face. Thereafter, together with Rohini, waved about the tail of a cow and bathed the beautiful child with cow's urine. To further protect the child, they chanted the holy names of the Lord.
Oh, I think we are now ready for the reading. And maybe we could ask Nikunja Biharini, would you like to start the reading?
Chapter 3 The Killing of Putana. The supreme Brahman, taking the form of a human being, descended on earth and assumed the mood of a village boy. Although he appeared like an ordinary human to the common people, Shri Krishna, who is famous as the beautiful form of supreme transcendence, has a completely pure spiritual body. Manifesting alone with his divine consort, he fully satisfied the minds of everyone. Once, Raja Rajananda, having accepted the customs of ordinary people, followed the proper etiquette to protect his city, and went to Mathura with other senior men to pay taxes to King Kamsa for their yearly milk production. The Yadus and their faithful servants accompanied him. In Mathura, King Kamsa had previously tried to kill the eighth child of Devaki, who appeared as the personification of Yogamaya. At the time, Yogamaya severely rebuked Kamsa, saying, "You fool! What benefit will you get by killing me? The one who will kill you has already taken birth somewhere else." Remembering his past enmity toward Lord Vishnu, that cruel and wicked Kamsa then tactfully sent Putana, Rakshasi, to Vrindavan to kill baby Krishna. She was as threatening as an evil planet. Capable of assuming any form, Putana came to Nanda's capital disguised as the most beautiful woman in the three worlds. The villagers became attracted and bewildered by seeing such an exceptionally charming woman. Everyone wondered about the identity of Putana. The Vrajavasis thought, is this lady the presiding demigoddess of Vrindavana? Is she the goddess of fortune of the three worlds? Is she a creeper of lightning appearing without a cloud? Is she a friend of the Kumuda flowers blossoming under the moon? When Putana entered Yashoda's home, the Vrajavasis concluded that the goddess of the three worlds had favored that great soul, the king of Vrindavana, by personally coming to render all kinds of service. Like a thief executing his nefarious plan, that shameless woman, Putana, her heart filled with cruelty and ignorance, courageously entered the house. She saw baby Krishna as a spark of a powerful fire capable of burning the sum total of all misfortune to ashes. That boy shone like the transcendental flame of a lamp competent of subduing all enemies produced by the dense darkness of night. He was just like another Agastya Rishi, who could easily swallow the deadly ocean of poison represented by material existence.
Thank you. So let's see who could continue the reading. Is Divya Kishori now here?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
I am not able to read. I am not able to read today. The network is very poor and I'm outside.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Thank you. Maybe we can go back to Purnamasi Mataji.
Baby Krishna lay on a bed as white as the rays of the full moon. or the foam produced from churning the ocean of milk. The baby looked like a great emerald sprouting from a field of powdered camphor. Putana played the part of the sweet. Can you make little bigger? Can you put it?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Putana played the part of the sweet deceiver who outwardly speaks pleasing words, but harbors cruelty within his vicious heart. She exactly resembled a well covered with grass in order to trap a wild elephant. Although assuming the form of a desire creeper, Putana posed as a poisonous plant. Displaying motherly affection, Putana held the baby in her lap. Yashoda and Rohini wondered, is this woman Bhagavati Gauri? Or is she the presiding deity of the material elements? Is she the consort of Indra, the queen of Varuna, or the consort of Agni Deva? Has she appeared here to display affection toward my son? Thinking thus, they did not prevent Putana from offering her breast milk to the baby. At that time, Rajeshwari Yashoda thought, am I the mother, or is this woman the mother of my child? Fearlessly, Putana picked up baby Krishna and cuddled him in her lap. The compassionate Lord, with absolute knowledge personified, acted unaware of the situation. Accepting Putana as his mother, Krishna immediately climbed up on her lap. Yashoda and Rohini watched attentively as Putana expressed motherly affection toward Krishna by pressing her poison-covered nipple into his mouth. His soft, copper-colored lips resembled drinking cups made of the petals of a cluster of banduka flowers. Expert at performing pastimes, Krishna skillfully sucked out both Putana's milk and her very life, which left her helpless and stupefied. Feeling intense pain, Putana screamed, "Please leave me, leave me," as she forcefully tried to throw the baby off her breast. But Krishna held tightly with both hands and sucked her breast milk with a cup of his soft lips. Curiously, Krishna derived no satisfaction from drinking that milk.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then Putana assumed her Rakshasi form as a horrible demon. After accepting her poisoned milk, Krishna threw Putana's huge and hideous body out of town. If the body had fallen in the city, it could have killed many residents. To everyone's amazement, Krishna sat peacefully in Putana's lap. The Brajbasis froze in fright upon seeing the gigantic body of that witch. As clouds hover about mountain tops, the milk-filled breast of that demon looked like big clouds towering above her mountainous body. The cavernous mouth of Putana challenged the depth of Patalaloka. Her nostrils resembled the dangerous ravine of a mountain. Her powerful set of teeth looked like a plowshare, and her arms resembled two palm trees. As the soldiers precede the commander, her extended tongue formed a royal road leading to the dreadful kingdom of her body. Putana's abdomen appeared like a large lake containing variety of aquatics. In the jungle, the banyan and bahera trees grow very tall. Similarly, her eyes looked like tala trees. The ugly body of Putana extended for 12 miles. When the body of Putana fell on the ground, it smashed all the mango trees in King Kamsa's fruit orchard. The affection that Putana showed toward Krishna left Yashodarani in a state of bewilderment. Not seeing her son, Yashoda cried like a cow, lamenting over the death of her calf, and then fainted while sighing. Alas, how painful! What happened to my son? Where is he? With tender care, the elder Gopi tried to revive Mother Yashoda. Shri Hari Govinda, would you like to continue the reading?
Sure, Prabhu.
Sorry. Yeah.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Although still stunned, Yashoda spoke. Alas, how painful, seeing that my son is more beautiful than a blue lotus. The heavenly damsels kidnapped him in order to decorate their ears. Considering my son to be a priceless blue sapphire, the Nagapatis took him to adorn their foreheads. Thinking him to be a fragrant flower of the Tamala tree, the Gandharvas abducted him to decorate their braids with him. Seeing my son as the personification of perfection, Siddhi, have the yoginis snatched him to help achieve some siddhis? Mistaking my son for the moon, has Shiva put him in his matted locks? Are the activities of this wicked lady the results of my bad karma? Or is it just a free play of destiny? Considering me unworthy, has my son gone to another mother? While thus lamenting, Yashoda staggered a few steps and fell senseless. But the moment she heard that her son has returned, Rajeshwari Yashoda regained her consciousness. Upon waking, she said, "Please tell me, has someone kidnapped my son? Where can I find him?" As she stumbled forward, Yashoda's hair came undone and her dress got covered with dirt. In such a distressed condition, she resembled a lovely creeper blown about by a strong wind. Although the Vraja gopis tried to restrain her, Yashoda continued to wail and strike her breasts. She appeared like compassion personified as she passed through the town gate. Should I continue?
Yeah, maybe up to the end of the paragraph, the page.
Yes. Meanwhile, the Gopas frantically ran in all directions, crying, "Has a mountain peak, without being driven by a high wind, suddenly crashed down in Vrindavan? Is it the dead womb of the earth? Is it some melted flesh fallen from the sky? Is it a heap of bones collected from the 10 directions? Is it the body of a demon?" Krishna's relatives saw all the townspeople running fearfully to the east. Out of compassion for his family and friends, Krishna crawled up on Putana's chest so that they could see him playing there freely. Thinking thus, Krishna arranged for Putana to fall down outside of town.
Thank you.
The Gopas saw the child, who ever relishes blissful pastimes, as a small cloud sitting on a beautiful mountain peak. Upon seeing Krishna, the Gopas cried out, "Oh, look! That woman came to kill the son Nanda, but she died as a result of her great offense. Oh, how fortunate we are!" Then the Gopas climbed up on Putana's body that seems like the base of a mountain. Beholding that gentle yet fearless, beautiful boy with a sweet smile, the cowherd man picked him up and handed him from one to another. Then the gopis told to Yashoda, "O pious one, here is your son, please embrace him." And thinking that their words like those heard in a dream, Yashoda said, "Are you tricking me?" And like a person suffering under the spell of an evil planet, Yashoda could not believe them. However, she regained conviction when Krishna was placed in her lap. Brajeshwari Yashoda appeared like a woman awakening from a deep sleep of meditation, or a dead body coming back to life. Yashoda swelled with joy upon seeing her son's face. Thereafter, Yashoda and Rohini, along with the other elder gopis, waved about the tail of a cow, bathed the beautiful child with cow urine, and performed other purifying acts to create auspiciousness. To further protect the child, they chanted the holy names of the Lord.
Aman, Prabhu, would you like to continue the reading?
Yes, Prabhuji. I have to start from meanwhile, right?
Yes, yes.
Meanwhile, the Brajvasis chopped up the gigantic body of Putana, took it away, and burned it. From a distance, that burning body, emitting forth deep black smoke and many sparks, looked like a monsoon cloud illuminated by streaks of lightning. Because Krishna had touched Putana, the smoke rising from her burning body filled every planet up to Vaikuntha with a sweet aroma. Everyone enjoyed the fragrance, which smelled like incense of aguru and sandalwood. The rain falling through the fragrant smoke saturated the earth with a sweet smell. Rajaraj Nand returned from Mathura amidst all the commotion, observing the smoke and feeling apprehensive. The associates of Nand says, "O king of Vrindavan, is it the tip of tall grasses, or the rays emanating from the jewels on the hood of the huge serpents from Rasatal trying to pierce and pierce the covering of the universe? Is it the running back and forth of the elephants that hold up the fourth direction? Is it clouds falling on the ground and again rising up to pollute the entire sky? Or has a dense cloud of darkness suddenly spread throughout the universe?"
Thank you. Maybe we can let, I guess it's to the end. Maybe Nikunja Viharini, if you want to read the concluding.
Moving closer to Putana, the elderly Gopas wondered, where has all this aromatic smoke suddenly come from? Has the fragrance of the earth expressing its desire to conquer the sky taken the form of smoke to spread throughout the world? Thus, the Gopas argued among themselves about the amazing event. Feeling disturbed, Nanda said, "What happened? What is wrong?" Within minutes, the Brajavasis assembled before Nanda Maharaja and told him about Putana's demoniac deeds. Then, to purify his son, Nanda Baba attentively observed all the proper Vedic rites, which included bathing him with cow's urine and other auspicious substances. Gazing at his beloved child, Nanda relished unlimited paternal affection. After the joyous sounds subsided, Raja Nanda picked up his son and affectionately smelled his head. He felt as if the seeds of bliss had sprouted within his heart. Overwhelmed with unlimited pleasure, his mind melted with ecstatic feelings and his eyes streamed tears of happiness. Who can describe the mercy of the Lord? Even though Putana Rakshasi came disguised as a mother to kill Krishna with her poisonous breast milk, the compassionate Lord gave her the position of a mother in the spiritual world.
Thank you. So we have finished with the reading. Please, everyone, close your eyes. We will have a small meditation about this pastime. Please see yourself again in Gokul Mahavan. And you can see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady who was actually a Rakshasi in disguise, entering the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. She was so beautiful that no one had any fear or any idea that she was a demon, and they let her freely enter the house. Her eyes were looking right and left. Where is this baby Krishna that I need to kill? She entered the room of small Krishna and saw Krishna sleeping peacefully on his bed. See how the white sheet of his bed looked like the foam of the ocean of milk, and how Krishna looks like a big sapphire sprouting on a field of camphor. With evil motives, Putana took baby Krishna on her lap and started to feed him with her poisonous milk. Krishna did not seem to like this milk and made a strange face. All the Brijbasis were watching the scene with great happiness, thinking Krishna is drinking from the goddess of fortune. Then Krishna started to drink so strongly that it did not only take the poison and the milk, but started to suck the life air of this demon. Putana shouted, "Child, leave me! Child, leave me!" And she tried to push the child away from her breast. Because of the intense pain she was feeling, she had to reassume her original form and run out of the house. She was becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and she crashed down on the border of Vrindavan. And she crushed the mango trees, mango orchards of King Kamsa. Everyone in Braj was amazed. What is happening? What is happening? Is there a mountain that fell down? They were looking everywhere for Krishna. And they found this huge body that looks like a mountain. And looking up, they saw baby Krishna, who had climbed on the breast of the demon to be visible by the Brijbasis. it looks like a cloud was around the peak of the mountain. Then the Brishbasi men climbed that mountain to pick up Krishna and were passing Krishna from one hand to the other until he will be down to the ground. Mother Yashoda was so much in pain and suffering from having lost her child that no word could pacify her. She was like in a bad dream. But when her child was placed back on her lap, finally she could wake up and felt so much relieved. Then together with Rohini and the other cow women, they bathed Krishna with cow urine and moved the tail of the cow around Krishna while singing auspicious mantras. Then the Brishbasi men were cutting this immense body of Putana and started to burn it. There were many, many different piles of fire in many, many different places. And a lot of black smoke came out, and a lot of sparks were sprinkling out of this fire. But the smell of the smoke was like aguru and sandalwood, because Putana had been purified by the touch of Krishna. In the meantime, Nandaraj came back and with his other cowherd man was speculating what is happening in Braj, from where this smoke is coming. Did anything inauspicious take place? With great rush, Nanda Maharaj ran to Vrindavan and was so happy to see his son saved. He took him in his arms, and the seed of bliss sprouted in his heart. You are still in Gokul Mahavan and got the blessing to witness this beautiful pastime. Now please offer some prayers to your spiritual master, to Sri Vrindavan Dham, and to Lord Krishna from your heart. Thank you so much. I would just like to say a few words in regard to the anartha that Putana represents, she represents the false guru. And it is described that Putana is making a show to give nourishment to Krishna, but she wants to give poison. And this is exactly what false guru are doing. They make a show of giving nourishment, but they are giving poison. It is said that we are all like children in spiritual life. And we are, our bhakti lata, the plant of our devotion, is very small, very tender, very vulnerable. And therefore, we have to be very, very careful to not be poisoned by those so-called false guru. And Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati wrote a very deep article about the false guru that is represented by Putana. But mainly the main point that comes up is the false guru manifest as materialistic influences to us, materialistic gurus that are actually preaching about sense enjoyment and liberation as the goal of our life. So this is, the anartha is actually to agree to take instruction from those type of false gurus. The false guru can also be our own mind, because a guru is someone from which we accept instructions, having faith that it will help us. And very often we might take actually the instruction of our mind and our senses who are telling us, do this, do that. And in Bhagavatam 565, we hear a verse about the mind itself that says that the mind is the root cause of lust, anger, pride, greed, lamentation, illusion, and fear. Combined, those constitute bondage to fruitive activity. What learned man will put faith in the mind? This is Shukadev Goswami speaking to Maharaj Parikshit. So this is something we can be careful of. From where do we take instruction? From whom do we take instruction? We might be quite protected from the usual false guru, because we have heard a lot about protecting ourselves from bad association or materialistic association. But here the point is really deep, because when we hear from people who glorify sense gratification or liberation or discourage us from the path of bhakti, this is like the poison of Putana, and that might be very detrimental and might kill the small baby Krishna that is inside of our heart. So this is one aspect of this anartha. I go it super short. We could spend easily one hour speaking of all the details of this anartha. But I like to end today's session by the amazing effect of the Lord's mercy. How Krishna, actually it is described that Putana got the position of a nurse in the spiritual world. Like most of the demons, they actually only merged into the body of the Lord. But Putana got a very, very special mercy to become a nurse in the spiritual world. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, we hear Uddhava who is crying by remembering how extremely merciful is Lord Krishna, even to his own enemy. Because the mercy that Putana got is totally disproportionate in relationship to what she did. So there is this beautiful verse that is spoken, I think it's actually spoken by Uddhava, and we will, no? Actually, no, it's from, huh?
Yeah, I think Uddhava is speaking with
right.
Vidura.
Yeah, right. This is Uddhava speaking to Vidura. So we will, you like to read it? Okay. Here.
Bhakyam stanakalakutam Jigamsa yapaya yatapya sadvin lebegatim da triuchitam tatonyam kambadayalum sharanam vrajema. Alas, how shall I take shelter for one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to the she-demon Putana? Although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from the breast. Purport. Lord Krishna accepted the motherhood of Putana because she pretended to be an affectionate mother, allowing Krishna to suck her breast. The Lord accepts the least qualification of the living entity and awards him the highest reward. This is the standard of his character. Therefore, who but the Lord can be the ultimate shelter?
That's very, very beautiful. How Prabhupada writes that Krishna accepts the least qualification of the living entity and award him the highest reward. And we can see the magic of Srila Prabhupada bringing the Sankirtan movement, where so many people get the chance to get in touch, to give a little, very little to the Lord. And we know that from previous life, Putana was called Ratnamala. She was the sister of Bali Maharaj. And when she saw Vamanadev coming, she felt so much motherly affection toward Vamanadev that she felt, I would like to be his mother. I would like to feed him with the milk of my breast. But when she saw that Vamanadev took the entire kingdom of Bali Maharaj, her brother, she felt, I will feed him milk, but I will kill him. I will feed him poison. And the Acharyas explained that because she had just a tiny desire to offer something to Krishna, Krishna decided, I will take it. I will take it. I will make sure that she is able to offer me what she wanted to offer me. That means that even if we have just a desire to serve the Lord in a particular way, the Lord already take it, and the Lord already will make the arrangement that we can do it. So we can see the extent of so many books are distributed, so many people are helping devotees in one way or another, and how actually the Lord is going to get and accept all their small, very tiny services, and will actually give them highest reward. So that's very beautiful. Sorry, we had one more slide, and this is actually the Shruti of today's reading the Putana demon. Any persons who hears with faith and devotion about how Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, had killed Putana, and how thus invests his ear, and who thus invest his hearing in such a childhood pastimes of Krishna, certainly attains attachment for Govinda, the Supreme Original Person. Garantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Shri Ananda Vrindavana Campu ki Jai, Shri Kavikarnapur Maharaj ki Jai. So thank you so much for joining today to the session. I would be very, very delighted if some of you would like to share something from today, something that you have maybe touched you into the reading that you like to take with you, or anything that has touched. Sorry, I got the sun in my face, so I'm like super effulgent from the from the reading today. Please feel free to unmute yourself and share with us what, if something stays with you from today's reading. Or maybe you are all shy, and maybe I should ask you myself. Purnamasi Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful session today. Maybe one thing when we started the reading, it was said that the Lord was purified by the holy names. And I remember that we can use this when somebody asks how we know that the name is more powerful than the Krishna himself. And this was the proof that even Mother Yashoda was purifying Krishna with his own names. And one other thing, what you know in the end, in the last part, when you said a little bit of Krishna accepted, and Prabhupada said, this is a standard of his character.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also an example of when you want to make a yogurt, you put a big pot of milk, and you just put a little bit of sneha, of affection, and then gradually will grow into a yogurt, or a big pot of yogurt. This milk will turn. So Krishna is so kind that we can, even Putana was there. What about us? So we put a little bit of our affection, and it hopefully will grow. So thank you. We cherish this, and we actually feel the sneha by your association.
Thank you so much for your beautiful comment. It's actually very nice to read together in association with devotees, even though it's online and it's a little not as good as when we are together, but it gives a lot of the scripture seems to reveal much more when we are actually reading together, and we feel when we go through the reading, the heart is much more easily touched than if we would just do the reading alone. Thank you so much, Purnamasi Mataji. Anyone else would like to share? Please feel free to unmute. Yes, Nupur.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. So as we see, like Ratnamala, initially, like Putna had a desire to serve something to Krishna. And then he saw that Vaman Dev took everything. Then she said that, no, that I want to give poison. So what I learned is like Krishna sees only the good things in someone, in devotees. So we should also cultivate in our life that we should also see the good things what our Lord sees, and so it's really heart touching. And even Krishna is so merciful. Krishna just had remembered that she just had a desire to offer something. Krishna sees a little like Jagannath ji has a chakka dola gol eyes, so he sees only a good thing. So this is what I have taken, that I have to implement in my life, to see only good in everyone.
Thank you. Once one of my Shiksha guru was telling me, how dare we to judge anyone, because Krishna himself is not judging anyone. So who are we actually to judge anyone? And I'm just thinking also sometimes some of us might have this, I have sometimes difficulty to see also the good that we are and that we do. And we always think we are not doing good enough, and we are not good enough. And here also we see that actually the Lord, whatever good we do, that's what the Lord is taking and is looking for. Even if we are not always perfect or always so good, no problem. The Lord is actually taking our desire and our intention. Thank you for wonderful sharing.
I also I like it very much at the end, actually, when Putana was cutted, and then there was the old smoke that it was like big fire with black smoke, but amazingly nice, like all the smoke was like aguru and sandalwood. And then there was a small rain, and the small rain went in the ground of Vrindavan, and it seemed it was making him more fertile, and the land also took this flavor. And I was just thinking, yeah, like how Krishna, just by his contact, even like this such huge demon, this tragic event, was transforming something. So I was also thinking many in our life also, even if there are difficulties or challenges or like this, always to see like how when we put in contact with Krishna, all these challenges, actually to see, it will be something positive will come out of that. So I was thinking, yeah, even to face difficulties, demons or like this, with knowing that Krishna will make something very beautiful come out of that. So to be positive also in that, because we connect with the Lord. So he is doing that only to make it something more beautiful come out of us. So like from Putana, something, the smoke that looked not beautiful, but it became very beautiful. She took even like the position as a mother. So from us also, when even if there is something that is not so beautiful because of putting in contact with Krishna, is to transform us in something more beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. I like very much also the analogies that are given. That gives actually very beautiful pictures. Like, for example, when the fire was burning, so there was a lot of sparks, and those were like lightnings, and the smoke was like clouds. So that looks like clouds full of lightnings. And there were also when Mother Yasoda lost Krishna and she was thinking, did the demigoddess thought he's a blue lotus, and they took the blue lotus to put it on their hair, or they thought he's a sapphire, and they took Krishna to put him on their necklace. And it's actually so many analogies are given that actually give like pictures. Like, I think it was not in that particular text, I'm not sure if we left, but when Putana saw Krishna, she could understood he's the all-powerful, he's God, he can kill me. But at the same time, she felt that he's just a boy.
Mhm.
He's just so small. He's just a boy. So maybe I can try to kill him. So she saw Krishna like he was ashes a life hidden by fire, or a fire hidden by ashes that is very powerful, very there, but you cannot really see. So I like very much those analogies that are given. They were actually a lot into the text, because they allow us to get a picture and yeah, feel it a little bit more inside. Okay, then please don't feel shy if Sri Hari Govinda or Aman or others you like to share something, or Sonia or Ramananda, please feel free to share. Otherwise, we can just stop here. Okay, then I thank you all for joining. We look forward to see you next Saturday for another chapter of Ananda Vrindavana Campu. Wishing you a wonderful day, and may the Lord remain in our heart, in our consciousness, as long as possible. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Have a good day.